Hello, beautiful souls, and how are we? Universal Angel with the reveal of stack number 1. All right, guys, we've got some more air energy, or that swords energy, representative of the throat chakra. Let's see, what decks are we using tonight? We are going to be utilizing the Magical Fairy Message deck. Absolutely love that guy. Thought I'd switch it up a little bit. Messages from the angels, and then also the Hermetic Tarot. And who knows, I thought we might pull some earth magic, maybe even some crystal wisdom to see what Gaia has to offer us, to aid us on our path of self-mastery. So first, guys, let's talk about the first card. And it was King of Air. So that's also the swords energy, right? So this is about our thoughts, our actions, our logical type of self, right? As well as our communication and setting our boundaries and setting forth that authentic self. So it says, King of Air, brilliant, impartial, professional, and diplomatic. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. Guys, I wanted to go ahead and start with the card this time. And again, this is the reveal of stack number 1. The reason being is because this card so pertinently really resembles what this stone means or signifies, and this is the moonstone. It's also representative of the throat chakra, or that blue chakra, and speaking your voice and your truth. And it says speak your mind with confidence. In the king, remember we were talking about the King of Swords or King of Air. The king is very firm in his stance. He is the utmost dominative in that type of field, so in that mind logic field. Now the only thing with the King of Air is to remember to stay balanced in those other areas, right? So that we're not too harsh with our words, such as that swords energy, because the swords energy is double-sided. So it says seek out professional advice. So remember, guys, that double-sided sword. So it says speak your truth, stand in your truth, but also don't forget that humility, right? And that equal reciprocity and exchange. Also represented by a 6, and you'll see why I said the number 6. Let's see, it says balance mental and emotional considerations. So remember, with the mental, that's the swords energy. And with the emotions, we talk about the wands and the cups energy, which we have some wands and a little bit more of the cups energy I'll share with you next. So guys, the stone, if you chose stack number 1, because of the stone, you have chosen moonstone. Moonstone is absolutely amazing for opening up those intuitive abilities, as well as trying to balance the masculine and the feminine energies, right? Don't forget, you can add some potency to your moonstone. Charge it underneath the moon. Full moon is always the best, but guys, if you want to utilize your moonstone during the waning moon, something I like to remember, waning is like waving goodbye, right? So we set our intention in our moonstone and put it underneath that waning moon, and utilize our intuition to do the footwork. But that's how we can manifest ridding those things, waving goodbye to those things that we wish to rid from our life, or use that swords energy and cut out of our life. And then if we want to add, the abilities of the moonstone, pop this little guy or gal, whatever energy you feel from it. It doesn't, just because it has feminine qualities doesn't mean that it's a male or female. That's actually considered by the structure of the crystal. But with that, if you would like to receive the properties of moonstone, as far as receiving those things into your life, right? You just want to set it outside, underneath the moon, to where it can catch the moon and the illumination of the moon, the energy of the moon, so that it can assist you in developing your, not only speaking your truth, that throat chakra energy, speaking your boundaries, attaining that balance, that true authentic self, as well as opening up those third eye abilities. All right, guys. So I also used a different deck today. Let me see. Messages from your angels. So, and your message from your angels. I'm going to show you, have you take a look at this card here. It says, Xana, you are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. So those feelings, remember, are of the water element, or of the cups, in tarot. So in that, that's kind of where that fits into this category with the cups and the wands, when Spirit says balance your emotions just as well as your logic. Because remember, when we make these decisions, as we come out of closing those cycles, it's important to kind of clear the slate, right? Empty that chalice, and then balance mental versus our emotional, our thoughts versus our mental or emotional reaction, if you will, to that circumstance, because this will define what we manifest next upon our plane. And Spirit reminds you, the worst is behind you now. Again, through reading for the collective consciousness. You guys have went through so many cycles and karmic closings. So Spirit says, take that deep breath, that air energy, right, with the King of Air. Take that deep breath. Go within and know you are safe. Trust the universe. The throat chakra is also responsible for trust, as well as like Libra energy, for example, that balance, right? That scale energy, that reciprocity. Speaking of reciprocity, guys, this is out of the Hermetic Tarot. I absolutely love this guy. Super, super potent, especially for craft work. If you guys get a chance, please get your hands on it. Absolutely gorgeous. This does follow the Golden Dawn, by the way. Let's see. It says Lord of Victory. So 6 of Wands is about great job. Well done is what Spirit is saying. Remember, the Wands are representative of the fire element. So that is our passion, our zest for life, our courage, our strength, as well as our relationship, as well as our closeness to Spirit. Being that 6 energy, excuse me, it's that reciprocity, right? That Libra, that scale energy that we were just talking about, and these other cards reflect on when Spirit said hold that balance. And it says Lord of Victory. Look at all of these wands, right? And you see the balance there. You see the reciprocity is equal, right? And the duality space. So Lord of Victory. And 6 of Wands again is about recognition for that great job that you have done into Spirit. Now, something else when it comes to the Cups energy and how I see all of the elements working into this particular reading, guys, is out of the Magical Fairy Messages. Out pops this. I want you to take a good look at this picture. And note, we were talking about the significance of colors when it comes to divination and tapping into that super information highway, right? Purple is significant for the crown chakra. So that's that communion with Spirit. It says, admit to your true feelings about yourself. Now remember, the King of Air energy, or the air throat chakra energy, is about truth, all right? And it says, admit your truth to yourself. So I can tell at the end of these karmic cycles and things that you guys have closed, you know, yes, you know that you've done a great job, but Spirit is saying, please pay attention to those cups, you know, that mean your vessel, you know, your emotions. Pay attention to the truth of it, because it's important to, when we feel something, rather than just react on those feelings, it's important to observe it, right? From that third person kind of perspective. And then we can better weigh, okay, I felt this way when this person did this or this happened. But let's see, how should I react? Or did I internalize it as they meant, for example? It says, excuse me, be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire, right? So in expressing those truths, being in that King of Air energy, it is up to you to utilize that throat chakra and that intuition abilities, right? So also significant of the Moonstone. All right, while we're on the crystals, yes, I feel frisky. Spirit lit on this side. All right, guys, this is out of the Crystal Wisdom. By the way, I am available for readings. If anybody would like to book with me, please click the link below. As most of you know, I'm trying to get across all these platforms, so still kind of trying to figure out how to navigate, but I'll just do it the best way I can figure it out, okay? So yeah, $25 minimal, and that is a full Celtic cross spread. We do utilize different herbs. We can utilize different incense as well, which is, I like to stimulate all the senses when we open portals with Spirit. We use crystal incorporations, and we only utilize jumpers. I do have 22 plus decks that you may choose from as well. Guys, that will be a live reading. And I am available for the next 2 weeks. I am fully open if anybody would like to book. All right, Spirit, what crystal messages can we have? Well, we need to stay in this King of Air energy, you know, recognize where you guys have done the great job, but validate your feelings within yourself. Spirit is saying, okay, you guys are feeling feelings, you know, you're going through this, but you're thinking that, oh man, this rough time is still here. It's important that we shed that energy. Another, you know, important fact of clearing the energetic field is because it's healthy for your body. Out pops a gate, healthy body. I love this, absolutely love this deck. Oh, here, guys, don't forget to utilize your stones. You don't have to have the physical medium or the physical stone. You can actually absorb the energy from the crystal, you know, the image, and hold it within your third eye, okay? Now, here's a little affirmation that goes with it. It says, every little cell in my body is happy and healthy. Notice it said happy and healthy, right? So that balance of all of the emotions and all of the elements. That's what it takes to be happy and healthy, as within, so without. So continue expressing your truths. Great job, guys, on that reciprocity. But also be easy with yourself, kind, compassionate towards yourself. Know the great job that you have done. Know that the worst is over now. You have completed those cycles. Again, rewarding. You're going to get that reciprocity. But first, remember, we talked about that vessel and that cup, right? That it says staying healthy. Well, our vessel, you know, it's about keeping that healthy, but mind, body, and spirit, not just in the physical flesh, right? But it says forgive. Forgiveness is one of the most crucial things that one can do, and one must really truly forget themselves before they can learn to love themselves. So I hope that this has helped, guys, and thanks again for those of you who have chosen stack number 1.